Okay, we have to find tan 22.5. That's the value we asked to that. So these two questions involves one formula. So I'm going to prove something. If you could remember, I stated that cos A from our half angle formula has two formula. It has three, but I'm going to use two. One is 2 cos squared half A minus 1. Why the other one is 1 minus 2 sine squared half A. So that's it. So if I make cos half A the subject of formula here, this is equal to this. So if I make it the subject of formula, 1 will go here to be plus. So 1 plus cos A. The 2 will come down here after the square root. So the same way, if I make sine half A, so this one will go. Why this? So we have 1 minus cos A over 2, all in square root. So coming to this question, we're coming to this. If I have to find tan half A, because I know the answer without even solving it, but I'm trying to show you how I got it faster. Tan half A is now sine over cos. That's sine half A over cos half A. And from here we can substitute this as square root of 1 minus cos A over 2 divided by square root of 1 plus cos A over 2. Yes, and we can bring the two together in one this thing. So this is now this over this. So we're left with 1 minus cos A over 1 plus cos A, all in square root. We can rationalize. If I multiply both sides by the conjugate of down, so if I multiply by 1 plus cos A, I have 1 minus cos A times 1 minus cos A, which is now squared over difference of 2 squared. Do you get? I multiplied both sides by, okay, let me just write cos A times 1 minus cos A, all in square root. I rationalized. I just multiplied this. Conjugate of 1 plus cos A is 1 minus cos A. So I'm trying to remove this square root. So the only way is to multiply up and down by the negative 1 minus cos A. So this times 1 minus cos A is now 1 minus cos A squared. So this is 1 minus cos A all squared. Square root. This difference of 2 squared. So which is 1 minus cos squared A. And in our Pythagorean identity, 1 minus cos squared A is sine squared A. Yes, if you could remember Python, why this is 1 minus cos A all squared. So what do you notice? Square, square, we can factor the square. So the square root will affect that. So we have 1 minus cos A over sine A. So I'm saying that tan half A is equal to 1 minus cos A over sine A. So let's now solve this question without wasting time. So they gave us, we've proved that tan A over 2 is 1 minus cos A over sine A. I've proved that. So I can use it to solve this because I have tan 22.5 is 40, 22.5 is 45 over 2. Yes. Do you get? 22.5 is 45 over 2. So which is now 1 minus cos 45 over sine 45. And cos 45 is root 2 over 2. Sine 45 is also root 2 over 2. So this is, the LCM is 2, that's 2 over 2. 2 minus root 2. Why this is root 2 over 2. So 2, 2. So I have 2 minus root 2 over root 2. Do you get? Sine 45 is root 2 over 2. This is, if you solve this is 2 minus root 2 over 2, so 2. And we can write 2 as root 2 times root 2. That's 2 is root 2 times root 2. So what is common is root 2. So we can factor root 2, remaining root 2 minus 1 over root 2. Do you get? 2 is root 2 times root 2. So that's why I did it this way, so that I can easily cancel out. So I have root 2 minus 1. So that's the answer. That's our tan 45 over 2, which is tan 22.5, which is option C. I've done the formula before now. I just derived it so that you can see how I got it. So next, if you ask you this kind of question, just solve it. So the second one is now easy. You can easily see that tan half x is equal to 1 minus cos x over sine x. So which is based on this identity, which is now 1 minus sine x minus cos x over sine x. And 1 minus sine is cosec, so cosec x, and cos over sine is cot. So that's the answer. So do you see why I said the formula has something? This formula helped us to solve this and this. So the answer here is option cosec x minus cos x, option C. So that's it, very simple.